Okay, so we have the HS81 servos installed. Still have two left, but that's going to go inside the fuselage. So as you can see here, I have the elevator and rudder section servos in there. It's a total of 4 back there. As you guys can see, them sticking out right there. And we have the aileron section servo installed. Now what I'm going to be doing next is creating a cutout area for where the retract's going to go, right about here. And this is where the challenge comes in for me. I'm going to go ahead and examine through the little slot here exactly where that little block is right there. See if I can get it out there and replace it with some blocks for the retracts to sit on. So the servos are installed for the ailerons, elevator and rudder area. There's 2 more that's going to go inside the fuselage. One to run the retracts itself and one for the steering of the retracts. So let me go ahead and trace this and get this challenge part out here and show you guys what I come up with. Okay, so I've got one of the mini retracts right here. What I've done here is took a marker and traced it exactly where I want the mini retract to sit at. And what I've looked at inside here, inside the slot there, as I can see that, what this piece I cut out at is where the fixed gear would go. So I'm going to leave that block. It's actually what I've did is the actual block sits right there. I'm going to leave that block there and shift it over, remove some bassel and some covering, and have to add a piece of wood inside there to hold the other side of the retract. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this out, and it will sit in there just like this. Now this retract, I don't have an air up, air down. This is a air up, spring down. So there's only one line that pushes the air that makes the retract close. When the air is out, the retract will come back down. So let's go ahead and I'm going to cut this out. And I'll show you guys after I'm done cutting it out and slide this in and out before I actually glue it back in there and let you guys see what I come up with. Okay, so I've got the first area cut out. It went out it worked pretty well there. It was not hard at all. As you can see, I have it cut out. The block's still here. The retract's going to actually sit in there just like this. It's sitting there just like that. And I'm going to glue this block under the bassel. So we'll have areas right here where the screws will go to keep the retract in place here. So we have one successfully cut out. I'm going to go ahead and tack this on with some CA glue. I have to be careful and not to let any glue get on the aileron servo here. So next I'll show you guys of the retract installed. Go ahead and pull this out. So this block's going to fit right in there, right up under there. So let me go ahead and do that and add some CA. Now we'll be using probably 15-minute epoxy inside there to make sure that the block stays in there. But it was a success, so let me keep moving and do the other side, and then I'll go ahead and lock both inside and give you guys another picture and demonstration of exactly what I've done to get this far. Well guys, as you can see here, it was a success. The retracts fit in there perfectly. They're in there pretty tight. Right now I only added 1 screw to each odd side for right now. I'm going to go ahead and put the wings back on the fuselage and run my Y connectors and put a T-pin here so these air tubes get connected and run through the center of the fuselage. So I'm going to go ahead and put the jet back together and let you guys see what it looks like. Everything's going kind of smoothly here. Got to change out my servo horns. But let's put it back together and see what we got. Okay, so I've got the ailerons installed. I've got the servos installed. I've got the mini retracts installed. Here's a little quick test. It's a little binding in there I got to get rid of. ailerons are hooked up. The elevators working also. The rudders I have to still hook up, add my struts for my landing gear, and after that, next we'll be installing an E-Flite Power 15 motor and a 60 amp EEC with a BEC. But I won't use the BEC because I have more than 5 servos here, so I'll be running a separate BEC to power my receiver. So let's go ahead and install the motor and the ESC, get a prop on here and the landing gear, and we'll be hopefully ready for a flight test here soon.